Hi guys, I'm your clothes. I hope you guys are having a really good week so far. I'm in my new kitchen, which is great because it's a lot bigger than in my old flat, which means it's a lot easier for me to make loads of more food videos for you guys. Today I am gonna do my first recipe in here. I'm going to make a cheese and tomato puff, which is great for like a brunch or a big breakfast, as a starter or as a simple snack. So what you will need to make these cheese and tomato puffs is 3 simple ingredients. You will need some vegan cheese. This one is a Swedish brand called SUNDRIED och Aporna. It's a very Swedish brand, as you can tell. If you don't have this where you live, I recommend using Violife, which you can find in most countries. If you can't find any vegan cheese brands where you live, then you can also make your own cashew cheese and use that in these puffs. It's great to have a cheese that will melt. A cashew cheese won't melt, but it will taste super great. And if you want to find out how to make cashew cheese, I have shown you this in my barbecue chicken pizza video, which I'm gonna link in this video so you can find out how to make that. Then you will need some store-bought puff pastry. And although these puff pastry packets, they don't say vegan in the front of them, but this is just a regular puff pastry that I picked up in the store because most of the time these are vegan. If you're not sure, just check in the ingredients on the back of the packet and you will find out if they're vegan or not. And you will need some sun-dried tomatoes. And this is just a simple jar of sun-dried tomatoes. So what I'm going to start with is making sure that I have taken out the puff pastry from the fridge like 10 minutes before I'm going to use it, because if I do not do this, the dough will be quite hard and it's easier for it to break. So make sure that your puff pastry has been in room temperature for about 10 minutes, and then you should turn on the oven to about 200 degrees. So what I'm doing now is just unrolling the puff pastry, and then I am going to cut it into squares, which are about 10 centimeters on each side. Of course, you can make them bigger or smaller if you want, but if you make them too small, it will be hard to fill them with loads of sun-dried tomatoes and cheese. So make them about 10 centimeters. If you're not super hungry, then make them bigger, of course. I'm just chopping the sun-dried tomatoes into smaller pieces. And guys, remember that you can save the oil that the sun-dried tomatoes came in. It's perfect for salad or for like your tomato sauce, so don't throw that away. Next up, I'm going to grate the vegan cheese. So now I'm going to fill my puff squares with some sun-dried tomatoes, about a teaspoon on each little square like this. And then I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of the grated cheese. And now comes the trickiest part of this recipe, to close the puffs like this. And this is where you find out if you put too much filling and too little puff pastry in your puffs, because then it will be hard to close them. And then you have to really like push the middle down so that it will stay together like this. And then I'm going to put it on a baking sheet. Once you finish making all your puffs, put them in the oven for about 15 minutes or until they look golden and puffy. is rosemary, but you can take any herbs that you have, or if you don't have any, you don't need to add this. But rosemary is quite nice. Oh, whoa. Super great, guys. I can say one thing though. I should have put a little bit more cheese in these. They're really good, but when my partner did them the other week, he put like a lot more cheese in them, and that was like perfection. So if you make this at home, put a little bit more cheese in them, but otherwise it's perfect. It's like crispy, and you have the saltiness of the sun-dried tomato. Perfect as a starter, perfect for brunch. I recommend it to try this, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I have inspired you to try and do some puffs at home. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!